Good evening or afternoon. This is the Book Coven. I am Lillian.
And I'm Chelsea.
And today's book was The Honey Farm by Harriet Alida Lye.
Woo.
And what a doozy of a book it was. Yes. This girl, her farm is dying. And to help revive her farm during this difficult time, owner Cynthia decides to offer it as an artist retreat with free room and board in exchange for labor. It seems like the perfect place for Sylvia and Ibrahim, but not all is as it seems. Soon, plague-like events begin to strike the farm. Water runs red, frogs swarm the pond, scalps itch with lice. As summer turns to autumn, Sylvia begins to wonder what Cynthia's true intentions are.
Ooh.
Oh my god. So I had to really sit and think about how I felt after this book. It's, reading online about it, everyone seems to hate the ending of the story, and I get it. I totally get it. Mm-hmm. It's very abrupt.
Yeah. Which
at first I hated, but honestly, it grew on me, I think, the ending.
Makes one of us.
I really don't see any other way she could have ended it, because, in my opinion, the ending, it's very straightforward. And had she gone on about it, it would just be boring and would ruin the vibe of the book.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because this is a story that everyone's going to interpret differently, a little bit.
Very true. Yeah.
My personal interpretation of the story is that there was nothing like supernatural going on the whole time. Mm-hmm. As you're reading it, you will think that this is like the end of times. It's very... There, like I said, there's plague-like events that happen, but really, after I read it, nothing sinister ever truly happens.
Yeah.
It's just like normal happenings on a farm, but Cynthia makes it seem like it's something much worse.
Well, she's suspicious as fuck.
Oh, yeah. And let me tell you about little Cynthia.
Oh, fucking Cynthia.
So what I think happened is that Cynthia is someone who comes from a very strict religious background. Sylvia. Did I say Cynthia?
Names, right?
Yeah, that's going to happen a lot, probably. Sylvia, our main character, our heroine.
Sylvia.
She is, her parents are Christian as fuck, as you'd say.
As kids say.
And, she grew up in a very strict, isolated house. She's a recent graduate. And she sees this ad for this farm, thinking like, oh, this will be a fun, 3-month artist retreat. I can get away, see what I want to do. But she's really leaving one isolated place for an even more isolated area. It was just the two farm owners who live, I think it was 2 hours away from town.
From an already remote Ontario town.
With no cell service, no internet.
Yeah.
And then there are a few other artists there. There's the two filmmakers. I think they were French. I think there's two Frenchies.
There were some Frenchies. I can't remember if it was the filmmakers or if it was...
It wasn't the filmmakers. I pictured those as bros.
Okay, yeah, that's true. They were bros. It was a girl and a guy, I think, right? The married couple.
Yes. And then there's Monique.
Okay.
And... Ibrahim, whose name I will say wrong this entire podcast. Forgive me. So she gets there, and she starts to doubt her religion and her parents, and I think that is making her feel very guilty, as Christianity does. No offense. And then she falls in love. She has sex, she keeps committing all these so-called sins, and I think it's just driving her more and more into depression because she feels wrong for wanting these things and experiencing these things. Yeah. And then she kind of falls off her rocker. a little.
As one does.
Which is why she starts to think all these, these frogs in the water, it's God punishing her, but it's not, girl, calm down. And then she gets pregnant and has a baby, and I'm pretty sure she has postpartum psychosis. I Googled it.
Oh,
Dr.
okay.
Lillian.
There you go. WebMD.
She had all the symptoms, okay?
And she also had brain cancer.
Yeah.
Because, Googling things.
Oh, so yeah, she gets fucked, and that's really when she starts really hallucinating, like swarms and swarms of bees. And she thinks Cynthia wants to take her baby and kill the baby.
Wouldn't you?
Oh. It's an easy conclusion to come across. There are frogs in this pond. Oh, she wants my baby.
She wants my baby. Not even pregnant yet.
Yeah.
She's going to take
She
my
wants the
baby.
baby.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, there was a really fucked up chapter where she just turns to Ibrahim and she's like, I had a dream I killed everyone on this farm.
I totally forgot about that. Yes.
And then she's like,
that was the best part of the book.
Oh, you killed everyone. It was me and the baby.
And then I killed
us too. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she's going to get pregnant.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was the moment. You're like, oh, she's dreaming this because she knows she's pregnant. Like, deep down.
And then,
she feels it.
yeah, spoiler alert, she gets pregnant. And I thought, okay, so she's going to fucking kill everyone.
Yeah. No.
But, I mean, honestly, this author, she did a really good job of making this book seem so dark and sinister when really nothing happened.
Nothing happened, but it stays suspenseful like the entire time, which is kind of nice to read.
Yeah.
Because as you're reading it, like you're kind of on edge the whole time. And even, I mean, you never get that kind of release from that because nothing solves. Just you just realize this is just her life. This is
she's
the life of someone who's guilt-ridden because she's living.
Really depressing.
It is.
Poor
because she's just trying to live.
Yeah.
But she feels so guilty because she was brought up so that, like, to believe that she can't do these things because she will go to hell and she will get punished. Like, you can't live the life that you want. I mean, halfway through, she doesn't seem to want it at all anymore, but even
that pushes her. Yeah. It's just a story about a girl dealing with depression.
Yeah.
And trying to break free from her life.
I mean, she just wanted to break free from her family first, and then exactly, she realized that the world isn't, she didn't know what to make of the world because she hadn't experienced anything.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that Cynthia was drugging her. Or they thought that Cynthia...
Never thought... Oh, from the milk.
Yes. From, like, the milk and, like... So I read a few opinions that Cynthia saw her picture, Sylvia's picture.
Oh, yeah.
And she looks a lot like her ex-girlfriend who left her and stole her baby, which I'm sure does some psychological damage to a gal. And so she had the intention to lure her there and keep her there. And then when she saw that she was forming this relationship with Ibrahim, she manipulated that into them staying, getting pregnant, having another chance at a baby. I do not think her intentions were that dark and fucked up. She had her issues.
She definitely had her issues. And the story does lead itself to that in a way because of the amount that she's making her drink milk.
Yeah.
And like, oh, but I don't like milk. Drink it. It also felt like she knew she was pregnant before Sylvia knew.
Probably.
Which, I mean, maybe she did. She's seen it before, right?
But again, I don't think it was... I don't think she had... I think by the end, she saw Sylvia's issues and she saw it as a way to kind of get a baby. And then that's when she was pushing to kind of increase her psychosis, but I don't think the entire book she purposely wanted.
No. I mean,
I don't think she was putting hallucinogens in the milk.
No, I don't either. There wasn't enough going on in Sylvia's brain for that. She was just finally thinking outside the box, finally looking around, finally hearing things. So I don't think that's drugs.
I do totally see why people would jump to those conclusions because
there was no conclusion.
For the first half of the book, I was convinced that Cynthia Yes, Cynthia was like a witch.
Yes.
I thought this was going to turn into The Conjuring, and
Been damn cool.
Yeah. She was going to get her pregnant and sacrifice the baby to Satan.
As one does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I thought, okay, Lillian, I think you're reading too much into this. Maybe she's just a serial killer.
No. Doesn't everyone want to sacrifice babies to Satan?
I thought at some point that she killed Hillary and the baby, and she was killing everyone else on the farm. Because again, this book, it is so fucking sinister.
It's so suspenseful while doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's written so beautifully. And this was Harriet's first novel, right? Her debut. Her debut.
Well done.
I almost said
Ontario.
album.
Canadian writer, set in Ontario.
Whoop, whoop.
You go, girl. Good start.
You go, Glen Coco.
I get a good vibe from her. I like how her brain works.
Ooh, I really like her writing. Maybe next time she'll finish a book. Who knows?
And today's wine pairing is a doozy of a pairing.
And it's not a wine.
It's not, because there are honey-based wines. It is known as a mead. It's in the book.
Yes.
But LCBO did not have such wines. So instead, I got a honey liqueur by Irish Mist.
Let's give her a go.
Give her a go.
Fucking
Clink.
cheers. That is good.
That's smooth.
That is so sweet.
I mean, it is honey, so
Yeah.
expected.
Yeah.
Really-
Wow. Very good though.
Really good.
Very smooth.
Oh,
I'll take
that's
another sipper. Oh, there's a fruit fly in there.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm done sipping that one.
Oh,
Fucking bastard.
Oh, yeah, it's this is
I'll
a
get
sipper.
more. Yeah.
Real sipper.
It is.
Kids, do not. This will get you fucked up. And
Oh, and we got treats.
yes. Oh, we went above and beyond this time, I think. I have made some banana honey cupcakes
Beautiful.
with some fucking edible bees, which actually a few of them are not edible. It's
Let's not
it's
ask
a risky
questions.
bag.
Let's not ask questions.
You may be poisoned.
They're beautiful though. They're gorgeous.
They
Look
took
at those
so
little wings.
fucking long, and I had a mental breakdown, much like
As one
Sylvia.
would.
Yeah.
Oh, bringing it back to the
Oh my
book.
god!
I
Wow.
like it. I made some sunflowers, kind of, and
They're
black
sun-
hearts to represent Sylvia.
Cynthia.
No, Sylvia. Going through her depression.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Although I would go
And
for Cynthia too.
Cynthia's black fucking heart, that's for sure.
Both ladies are fucked in their own ways, as we all are.
Made it beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Mm.
Where do we pick up?
The religious undertones.
Chocked full of religious undertones that she seamlessly worked into bee keeping stuff.
Yes. All of the
Smooth
metaphors for bees. Very
Yeah.
smooth. For bees everywhere. The queen bees. I kept thinking that Sylvia was going to be replacing Cynthia.
Yes.
Because the whole, the virgin queen bee draws out the other
And they
queen.
fight, yes. But then sometimes the virgin doesn't
Loses.
overtake the queen, yes.
Interesting. Yeah.
And Sylvia, let's face it, is a bit of a bitch, so I really don't see her overtaking Cynthia.
Yeah, no. Cynthia's a badass.
I
she
love
controlled
her.
the fuck out of those bees.
She's off her... She's like the magical, weird, house elf that I've always want to be. She never leaves the farm. I don't think she ever left in this book.
No.
And that's probably what drove Hillary away with her baby. And
sure.
she just fucking summons bees to her. Beautiful. Chelsea, let's get a beehive.
Bee farming now.
We got it. I'm on top
Fresh
of it.
honey. Let's do this.
It was really, again, not very sinister because it's a farm. Animals die on a farm. But every time she killed a bee or there was a pig, there's a sheep. So disturbing.
Yeah, they really she fucking dug deep with the descriptions for all of that.
Who knew?
And that's why the earth runs red,
Yeah.
because she killed some pigs on the field.
Who knew squishing a bee would be so dark,
Soul crushing.
ominous?
Yeah. They were little baby bees.
That's how it's dark. It's kids. First it's a bee, then it's a person. Natural progression.
Natural progression. Bee, people.
Person.
Every time. Don't swap bees. Don't fucking do it. We're on to you, people. God. Fucking on to you.
I never...
Rude.
She made squishing a bee so sinister.
Well, that's what I mean about the writing. It was so well written.
Yeah,
and
Jesus
so
Christ.
dark. Like, she described everything. I think they used, spoons or something to squish the bees? Oh, it's heartbreaking.
Oh, and then she, just plopped on the ground, and she looked at its carcass, and she felt like a serial killer. You should feel like a killer, you monster. The bees.
Not the bees.
And then... every time. And then the sheep, she just fucking... Or is it a pig or a sheep? She's fucking...
Well, she killed the pig. That's what caused the blood, right? In the soil. She said she had to kill the pigs because there was a sickness.
Yeah.
And then later on, she was stringing up sheep and killing them because there was a plague.
Again, totally normal shit on a farm. You have to kill
Maybe,
animals. I get they get sick. You gotta kill them, I guess. But Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Don't work on a farm.
That was spooky. I think the only con I had was Ibrahim.
Besides the ending.
I'm okay with the ending.
Okay. We're past it.
The way I see it, she has her breakdown. They take her away to get treated. And I assume she would be there. I don't know how long that shit takes. A few weeks, few months to get better. She realizes...
that she was just crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes to take her baby.
Yeah.
Cynthia's probably like, oh no, but wait. I like her. And now that she's no longer crazy, she'll be like, you can't just take a baby, Cynthia.
Yeah.
Calm down.
No, you're probably right. I think this is kind of like the last book where everything's just super realistic.
Yeah.
And that there's nothing more to it.
Yeah, no. I'm kind of, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's fine.
Usually
it's
the
cool.
books I read, it's just mass murder.
Yeah, no.
Demons.
Little change
It's
now
just,
and then. We gotta ease into it.
Also, this was set in Ontario. Shout out to Ontario.
Which is cool. Yeah.
Loved it. Really helped to visualize it. I love the setting. Love a good fall setting.
Yeah.
Very accurate with our current setting. But yeah, what I was saying.
Except it rained today.
Yeah.
So.
Bitches. Ibrahim. What an idiot. Is that how you say his name?
Ibrahim.
Even stupider. He is... I think Cynthia sensed what a knob he was and how she could easily
manipulate him
wrapped around her finger. Yeah,
absolutely.
He's
just a painter. I mean, not just a,
He's one of those fucking douchey artists.
You think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where he's just everything is about the art and you can only, I found it neat that he saw paintings in he saw art in everything. I mean, that's nice. He wasn't a dick about it. He wasn't like, oh, my art is so much better than everyone else's. He didn't even want to sell it for a long time.
Oh, I feel like he's a sneaky asshole.
Nice. Like deep down there.
When he realized he was in love with Cynthia, he said, he's only been in 3 relationships or something, and he had the power in all of them, and he was like, oh, I liked it.
Yeah, no, that's
Shut
true.
The fuck up.
Shut
the fuck up. That was really the only thing that I didn't like. I don't know why exactly, but every chapter of him, I just wanted to leave.
Oh, that's funny.
If I could exit a book.
Yeah, he was, I didn't really have an issue with anyone except Monique, because I found her annoying.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just kind of the stereotypical, we need one of this girl in our book,
Yeah.
And it was just plopped in there. Why would someone like her go to an artist retreat?
Purpose? I don't know.
Right?
Would you have gone if you saw this ad?
Not just from seeing the ad.
It's a shifty ad.
It's a very shifty ad.
The whole thing, it's a very isolated farm, too. Mm-hmm. Had I gone, I don't think I would have lasted a day.
Yeah. I mean, I've never thought of, doing something like that, but it made it... it planted the seed in me that oh, that's kind of a cool idea, going somewhere, learning a completely new skill for a couple months and just working on your creative side stuff.
Mm-hmm. It is a really good idea. very poorly executed.
Oh, for sure. She just wanted some free labor.
Oh, yeah. And she really should have updated her farm just a little. Like, come on, get that
I know
Wi-Fi.
you have all these people.
No phone, no cell
That's why
service.
it made it so sinister.
I know.
And it
2-hour
was
walk
super
to
suspenseful.
town.
Yeah, exactly.
You really got to case these places out, people, before you go.
Never.
Fuck. What else? Your thoughts on the book, Chelsea?
It's honey liqueur. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's good. It's good. So I liked how many comparisons there were written in there, comparing the humans on the farm to the bees. Mm-hmm. There were so many metaphors in the book, which was really nice to read. It was kind of like the front of the book says, like, it is very gothic the way everything's portrayed, and like when everyone first gets there, I think Ben, calls it an art. They call it the artist's colony, and he compared it to like the bee colony, and Cynthia said the young are easy to control. Just like the bees, just like she was controlling the bees, and she was discussing like the drones and the queen.
Bee witch queen. I love that crazy.
And Sylvia kept comparing, kept talking about the queen as if she thought that she was going to be pushing out Cynthia. Yeah. Is that what it felt like? Like, I felt like Cynthia was almost pruning
her to take over.
Their names are too similar.
Yeah, I know.
Cynthia was pruning
that's
Sylvia.
For sure. I'm sure is on purpose.
Yeah, she was pruning Sylvia. It seemed to be like queen leader of the farm, if needed. And then that kind of didn't go anywhere because she even kept saying that it's the virgin bee, like the virgin queen that usually wins.
It takes a lot of turns in this book. What you think is going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, considering nothing happened.
Literally nothing happened. But
which was cool.
So much happened in some ways. But not really. Yeah. But it was, it was a nice casual read,
Nice casual read. It didn't take very long. But you
loved
good scenery.
Hartford. Yeah. He's just a nice, loyal dude.
Yeah.
Just walking around Cynthia's a bit off there. What's your pick, Chelsea? Oh, we gotta cut. Brandon, get on it.
We're gonna cut that. Okay, so it's my pick. What?
Yeah.
Hello. So it's my pick next time. Mm-hmm. I chose, without asking you first if you've read it, because I'm smart.
Original
The
library.
Hunger.
Okay, I read a lot of books. Ooh.
The Hunger by Alma Katsu.
Spooky. Another spooky farm.
It's not a farm. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Tell me. Give it to me.
By way of reading something that someone else told me. It is a tense and gripping reimagining of one of America's most haunting human disasters, the Donner Party, with a supernatural twist.
Wow.
So it is based on history. Let's read more.
Go on.
Evil is invisible, and it is everywhere. That is the only way to explain the series of misfortunes that have plagued the wagon train known as the Donner Party. Depleted rations, bitter quarrels, and the mysterious death of a little boy have driven the isolated travelers to the brink of madness. Though they dream of what awaits them in the West, long-buried secrets begin to emerge and dissent among them escalates to the point of murder and chaos. Oh. They cannot seem to escape tragedy, or the feeling that someone or something is stalking them. Whether it's a curse from the beautiful Tamsin Donner, who some think might be a witch, their ill-advised choice of route through uncharted terrain, or just plain bad luck, the 90 men and women and children of the Donner Party are heading into one of the deadliest and most disastrous Western adventures in American history.
Wow, Chelsea, be honest. Did you write that?
Yes.
So proud of you.
Yeah,
wow.
So that one looks cool. We'll go over on that book club podcast who the Donner Party
Yeah,
were.
I was just going to say, I don't want to seem uneducated, but what the fuck?
It's okay. It's American history. This is from the 1800s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shifty.
And the Donner Party, there's basically a route to get to the West, to relocate your family. But the Donner Party decides to take a different route.
Oh, guys.
And in the true life events, there is cannibalism. So this brings in like a supernatural element, apparently. Haven't read it yet. And I guess there's more than just cannibalism.
Shit, just
but,
cannibalism is dope enough.
I know.
Another element?
Yeah.
Sign me up.
We've got witches, maybe some face eaters.
Love it. Oh, this is going to be a fucked up book.
Yeah,
Dig
I'm
it.
excited.
Dig
I'm
it.
excited. So
Can't wait to take a bite out of that.
Awful.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, bee.
Bringing it back to
Bees.
the bees.
Excellent. Ending with bees. Thank you and good night.
So stupid.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Book Coven.
Oh, as always, for these 2 episodes.
I have been Chelsea.
I am Lillian. And you have yourself a good day.
Catch you next time. Peace.
Bye. Or the French.